All right, good afternoon, everybody. It's Lucas, and I'm back for day number 23 of the challenge of reconnecting with my why. So, welcome back to the school community, to the YouTube game. Here we are to make another video of this beautiful school challenge that I'm currently performing for myself and for you guys towards finding my true voice, my true dedication towards coaching, mentorship through hospitality world. And here we are for the second video live in my kitchen, which I'm very happy. I put the microphone on, so I hope that the audio quality will be better moving forward for the next future videos that will be coming up in the same setting, because this is, as I mentioned in the previous one, my real comfort zone. When I love to cook, where I spend most of my time at home, I'm always in this little block of my house just to make sure that I could genuinely create the new steps about creating content for the school challenge, for the school community, and also spreading my voice online to be able to finally share the wisdom that I want to create. Okay, so reconnecting with my why. I think it's a great question, which required me like a lot of time to think about it. And I think the why, it became quite evident, the fact that I just don't want to be an employee anymore. Like I understand the different path and how these past 15 years of employee career development, corporate, taught me so much, allowed me to travel, allowed me to experience so many various things, discover so many different cultures, and now based in the US, I think it's really time for me to step up my game. And I think America is the land of opportunity, especially as an expat. There is still some space to create our American dream. Of course, I want to create a life based on freedom, and I understand that the freedom doesn't come just like that. And we obviously going to have to provide the efforts to be able to get to this level of time. But first, freedom is in the mind, freedom is in the soul. And I think it was a way to find a certain sense of accomplishment, of fulfillment towards my goals and dreams, which is about to try to obviously outshine in this world and to be able to help others and to be able to create opportunities for the people that will be coming before, during, and after me as well. It's also like a certain way of creating a certain legacy, because those videos will probably exist way long after I'm gone, and probably I hope some people will be able to find them online, for the years to come, and that I will be able to obviously help create opportunities and to help people to keep dreaming, because that's the whole point. Um, what I'm thinking about is entrepreneurship, right? I always dreamed to be entrepreneur, and I think being a Gemini myself, it always have been very difficult to sometimes take some decisions. Never black, never white, always into the gray area. And I think it was time for me to start putting actions towards a greater purpose. And obviously, I got the chance to find Jose, that has been able to guide me through this journey. I've been manifesting for someone like him for several months prior, and the universe answered to me and brought it to my life. And now we started this collaboration together, where he's really helping me towards and pushing me towards finding a voice and building this, first of all, for myself, and find like the right balance to be able to help others and to find the right audience that will be able to look for those kind of knowledge as well. And so this is why I think, not being stuck, and you know how do I say that, not being stuck into a corporate thing where you're just answering to rules, being a good employee, a good follower, and continue to climb the corporate ladder and wait for years and years before receiving a promotion to get only a couple of $100 extra at the end of the month, if even. And this is not it. I think right now we also live in a world which is more and more connected. I, as you may know by now, I do travel a lot, and this is one of my biggest gig, to travel and to keep experiencing different things. And obviously, if I start building a voice for myself, like, doesn't matter where I am, I can still continue to talk to people. I can still continue to share what I see, what I hear, what I learn, what I experience. And I think this is the beauty of it. And I always have been quite private, very shy, at least online. I never felt, as I mentioned before, legitimate, to start spreading my voice. I didn't want to be judged by the people that already know me. And I think starting on YouTube and through the school community really helped me to break down all these fears, because I'm starting from a clean sheet, like a white canvas, and I can start embodying and becoming the person that I always dreamed to be. So again, I think, the words, the wisdom, the knowledge, the rules, that are very important in his life, I already get them. Now I just, I really hope that being able to voice it up, to verbalize it, gonna really help me to push myself even further and to bring more people along in the journey, to finally succeed. Whatever our endeavors are, I think in hospitality, the soft skills that we learn in this journey are so massive, that you can really replicate them in any other kind of industries, and most of all in your personal life as well. And this is what I really try to focus on right now, understanding my why, continuing to build my purpose, to have like a clear vision about where I'm going. And 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 this is pretty much it. And the way I've seen it and the way I've realized it, I just turned 31 years old a few months ago. And now that I look back at my 20s, like I can really see that, the 20s is really the decade where you're going to fill up your backpack. You have to experience the maximum of things, say yes, say no, fail, succeed, say yes to absolutely everything, like whatever it's in your love stories, your work things, your friendships, your personal endeavors, taking the risks, moving to somewhere else, starting on your own, passing a new degree, starting a new job, jumping into a new industry, learning so many different set of skills, like you could learn pottery, dance, boxing, reading, speed reading, who knows, like cooking, like there are so many things that we could be learning, but all those tools that you will put in your backpack over the years will really help you to fulfill your dreams in your 30s. Because the way I personally see it is that the 30s, it's the decade to build, but you cannot build anything with tools, right? So you can only build with the tools that you had in your backpack, and that's why for me it was very clear since like a bit around a year ago when I turned 30 that okay, for now it was okay. I realized everything that I had in my toolkit, what was in my hands, what was in my capabilities. And so for now I really want to use those tools to be able to build a future for myself, a freedom, a financial stability, achieving my dreams, achieving my goals, finding my fulfillment, making a cozy home for myself, being able to build other projects here and there, and obviously continue to travel and have my sense of freedom that I always have been craving for. So all the why is explained here because it became a necessity for me to get out of, like a trap world where we're just good taxpayers and never have been able to fulfill certain desires, and something that I really don't want when I will grow old, when it will be too late. I was sorry, I passed from a topic to another, but last night I was looking at the documentary about Sylvester Stallone, and his stories between Rambo and Rocky Balboa. And he was mentioning the fact that we're on the rise up to when we're 40 years old. And when we are 40 up, we start declining slowly, like we start having the first people that pass out. We start losing friends. We start losing this. We start losing energy. And again, I think we get 10 years left, or I get 10 years left, like to keep on climbing and to do everything I do, and finally enjoy the fruits of what I have harvested after that, and one thing is sure is that I don't want to have any regrets the day I will grow old and it will be impossible for me to make some new moves, right? So again, you get more regrets about things you haven't done rather than things you did. It's like, what if I tried? What if I didn't get scared? What if I actually spoke to that person that day, that moment? My life could have changed, and that's the only thing, like I just want to don't have any regrets later. So this is where now you see me the most authentic, the most bold probably I ever been, trying to reflect and to develop a voice based on the years of experience that the restaurant world taught me, and again continue to adapt and to juggle between different words and to take everything lightly, with love, with fun, with care, with passion, with integrity. And obviously, the more you give in life, the more you receive back, and I think this is all the mindset of building something new, building something sincere, building something authentic. And again, I think it's lucid living and everything that the school community has taught me over the past 3 weeks of this challenge, and this is really what are the values that I'm trying to embrace right now, to try to put myself nude, naked, the way I am, what the life brought me, and to put it back on a plate served for people. It's like a condense of several years of experience and lives and different culture, because obviously I'm French. Right now I'm exposing myself to the American market. Of course, so I can sound very exotic. I can sound very different as well. And being able to tell stories across continents and different cultures, things. I really hope that people are gonna feel inspired by receiving those kind of advice and such. So please, again and again, continue to share your feedbacks, your criticism, because this is what I really need in order to keep growing, to keep evolving, to keep being better, sharper, and stronger, to make sure that I provide the right informations to you guys, and continue to question myself on how can I continue to grow, evolve, and develop myself as an example into what I do and into my niche. Okay, so thank you very much for listening until the end. I really appreciate it. Again, it's a very new step for me, so sorry if I'm speaking too fast. Sorry if my English is not perfect. Sorry if the audio or the video quality are not perfect yet. But please know that I'm working on it. Just help me to point me out towards the right direction, and I will continue to improve and to create nicer and nicer content. So thank you guys. I see you on the next one. I love you all. Be good and be good at it, and we stay connected all together. Take care.